The famous American author Will Durant wrote about Indian civilization in his book, The Story of Civilization, that India has sent many gifts to the West. India has discovered so many things and has invented so much that has changed the world we live in completely. This episode at number 10, numeral system. Many of us do not realize that the numeral system we use today has come from India. Most people think that the numeral system that we are using today is Arabic. But when Arabs came to India, they acquired the Indian mathematical concepts and shared them with the West. Now, the Indian numeral system broke the complex Roman system used back then. And not just a numeral system, many mathematical principles originated in India. Albert Einstein even once said, "We owe a lot to the Indians who taught us how to count. Any scientific discovery would not have been possible without it." Number 9 leads us to carburized steel. So everybody knows that India is one of the best steel producers. Well, not everybody, just a lot of people. And the Indian wood steel is legendary. Many great civilizations like ancient Greece and ancient Rome were very surprised by this. Now, it was even sent as a gift to Alexander the Great by King Porus. He selected the steel over gold and silver. High quality steel is still a major raw material in the present age. Even today, India is the world leader in the production of high quality steel. Number 8 brings us to the Hindu influence on Western philosophy. Indian Hinduism has influenced ancient Greek as well as Rome. Other than technology, town planning, and statecraft, Greeks sought new ideas and thoughts in the Vedic scriptures and even learned their trades in the universities of India like Taxila and Nalanda. The Greek philosophers, they play a prominent role in shaping the core of Western philosophy, and the Indian philosophers are considered to be the foundation of modern philosophies. Voltaire even once said, "The Greeks before the time of Pythagoreans traveled to India for instruction." In at the number 7 spot, we have cotton textiles. Indians were the first ones to use cotton textiles for clothing. It is a revolutionary contribution to the world. Now, back in the day, only animal skin was used by the Greeks, and at the time when Alexander the Great was conquering the world, Greeks found the cotton industry over in India. It was the first time that they used Indian garments. And now, Western Europeans may argue with this one a little bit, but the truth is what we have achieved today is because of the knowledge gained from high quality textile production and trading through India. Next up, in the number 6 spot, we have democracy. All over the world, the Greek Republic of Athens is always regarded as the oldest non-tribal organized democracy. But historians know the reality that the actual oldest democracy is the ancient Indian Republic of Vaishali. It dates back to 600 BCE, which is around 100 years before the institution of Athenian democracy. The most ancient form of Indian democracy is Panchayat, which means assembly of 5, in which 5 leaders combined to govern the society. The Indian system dates back more than 3,000 years ago. In at number 5, lunar water. The most modern contribution of India to the space world is the most recent space exploration between 2008 and 2009 with Chandrayaan-1. And this detected the presence of lunar water. The exploration was done before NASA's moon mineralogy mapper, and the director of NASA, Jim Green, he even said this, and I quote, "We want to thank ISRO, or the Indian Space Research Organization, for making the discovery possible. Till now, it was thought that moon is a dry surface with a lot of rocks." Number 4 brings us to quantum statistics. Many European scientists, they have turned to Vedas for inspiration. Arthur Schopenhauer has declared the Upanishad, which are Sanskrit texts of Hindu philosophy, as the most satisfying and elevating reading in the entire world. Many European scientists are students of advanced Upanishads, and the Bengali scientist Satyendra Nath Bose, he provided the foundations for quantum statistics. Now, although the Nobel Prize was awarded to German and US scientists, well, he's still greatly known for the God particle and the Higgs boson particle. Mathematician Peter Johnstone has said that gravitation was known to Indians even before the birth of Newton. Also, blood circulation was discovered originally by Indians. From there, we look at wireless communication. In the year 1985, Jagadish Chandra Bose, also known as J.C. Bose, an Indian scientist, he demonstrated the first use of radio technology. But 2 years later, Guglielmo Marconi demonstrated it and also won the Nobel Prize for it. Now, in the Daily Chronicle in England in 1896, a piece was written that said, and I quote, "The inventor, J.C. Bose, has transmitted signals to a distance nearly to a mile. This was the first and obvious and valuable application of this new technology." So there you go. Gotta give credit where credit is due. Now from there, let's look at number 2, 0. No, we're at number 2, but 0 is the next thing. Yeah. The world of mathematics would have been incomplete without the invention of zero. Zero has its impact in all fields, including art, philosophy, and technology. It has even led to the binary language of zeros and ones. And it's because of these zeros and ones put together in a language that we can use mobile devices and laptops today. Lancelot Hogben said that in the whole history of mathematics, there has been no revolutionary step than the one which India made when they invented zero. The use of calculus was developed hundreds of years before Isaac Newton and Gottfried Leibniz. And in at number 1, we have the hydraulic engineering. About 5,000 years ago, during the growth of the Indus Valley civilization, a vast and highly advanced system of canals, intricate irrigation, water management, and sewage system was developed in various parts of India. The sewage system in the civilization was built in such a way that the blockage was self-clearing, and it even got rid of bad smells and odors. They even developed the first flush toilets years ago. David Hatcher Childress, an American author of historical revisionism, claims that the sewage system back then was so sophisticated that they are still superior to many developing countries today. He wrote this about this civilization, and I quote, "A wonder to modern day researchers, the cities were highly developed and advanced, a remarkable early example of city planning."